Hey artists, happy Tuesday. It's a brand new month. Can't believe it's November. We officially have 2 months left to tackle those goals we want to reach. No pressure. I don't know about you, but I am the queen at procrastinating sometimes. Took me forever to finally sit my ass in this chair and film today. I thought with a new month ahead and the new year coming up so fast, today we could talk about how to accomplish our goals. There are good habits and there are bad habits. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I have way more bad habits. But honestly, don't we all though? When it comes time to put work into something that's intimidating, boring, or, well, let's just say it, involves any form of effort whatsoever, it can be really unappealing to want to do it. People like doing things that are easy, fun, or has a better chance at producing immediate reward. You know, the dopamine hit we talked about in my other video? That. Goals are tough because even if it is something that we enjoy and we're passionate about, we can still procrastinate because it's something we care too much about. We want everything to be perfect, so we wait for this miracle feeling inside of us to appear and motivate us. But I hate to tell you, that miracle feeling will not come. It is up to us to push ourselves. Like I said, accomplishing tasks are much easier when we're immediately rewarded afterwards. So that is my first tip to accomplishing your goals. Reward yourself. Whenever you have a task that you want to complete, do something that you enjoy immediately after. I noticed that when I've done this for myself, it made me way more eager to accomplish what I had to do. Finding motivation to work out every morning was really hard for me. And then one day I just randomly thought up this protein shake and it came out so amazing that I actually started to use that regularly to get me excited to work out. And as I drank my shake, I would make sure to put on one of my favorite TV shows. And so I started associating my workout with this yummy drink and just laughing at my favorite TV show. And it made working out in the morning not seem so dreadful and more exciting to do. It's important to feel good in between working yourself. There are a lot of outcomes that we want that unfortunately won't happen immediately for us. So it's important for us to reward ourselves in the meantime. When I write or when I'm creating content or editing, I like to give myself little 15-minute breaks in between to give my brain time to relax and think about other things. This way I can refuel my creativity and not feel so overworked and stress myself out. I'll end up playing with my bird pesto, or I'll just kick back and watch TV or scroll TikTok for a little bit, but it's nice to have those breaks. It really changes how you look at tasks when you allow yourself fun during it. Being too strict makes you resent the task ahead. And for me, it helps knowing that that little break is just around the corner. Not allowing yourself a break or a deadline or a timeline or a schedule will become very overwhelming. And working indefinitely will make you feel trapped and you will never want to go back to that task again. My next tip, make it easy. I talked about this before. If you make your tasks easily accessible to you, it will make it easier to get started. For me, when I film these videos, I make sure that the day before I know what I'm talking about. I even have my clothes picked out for me. I have my camera ready on the tripod, battery charged. I make sure I have my light and that everything is just easy, sitting there waiting for me. So all I have to do is get dressed, show up, and hit record. If your tripod is in your closet and your camera is in its bag upstairs without the SD card in it because the SD card is in your laptop, which is in the other room, I am telling you, it changes the motivation way more than you think. When it's all there, ready, waiting for you, it takes the pressure off, knowing that the setup is taken care of. And this works for the opposite too. If there's a bad habit you want to break, like let's say you don't want to eat unhealthy snacks late at night or right before bed, the best way to handle this situation is to put those snacks on the highest shelf possible where you might need a step stool to reach it. That can make a big difference than if the snack is just sitting on the table right next to you or on the counter, where all you have to do is just walk on over to it and grab it. This all might sound very simple, but that's because it can be that simple. Those minor changes can make a huge difference in your motivation and your habits. This next tip is going to sound cliche, but believe in yourself. Accomplishing goals are hard enough, so if deep down you don't believe that you will succeed, you most likely won't. Your mental state is the number one most valuable tool to reaching success. So with that being said, make it realistic for yourself, even if it's a huge, huge goal. Don't just say, I want to be rich and famous, or I want to lose weight, because those are very tall orders without having a realistic plan. For example, instead say, I want to release a new song this month and I want to get 1,000 streams by the end of the week. Or say, I want to lose this amount of weight every month. When there's a set plan, a set number, a strategy, these are all ways to make your big goals less intimidating and more realistic for you to reach. With a goal like, I want to be a famous musician, that could take years and years before seeing the slightest amount of recognition. So when you break huge dreams down into manageable moments and small wins, it won't feel so impossible. And plus, sooner the reward. And the more you are rewarded, the more you will be willing to continue. Having goals you want to achieve takes patience. And patience can easily turn into frustration if you're not being rewarded and if you don't feel that it's doable or believe in your capabilities. So I think those are the 3 most important rules when it comes to accomplishing anything. I learned a lot when I read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. It really helped me tremendously, and it helped me change the things about myself that weren't benefiting me. I still fall back into my old patterns sometimes, but I snap out of it way quicker than I used to. So I suggest reading that book, and I'll put the Amazon link in the description. At the end of the day, nobody is going to care about your dream or your goals as much as you do. So it is up to you to take it seriously. It doesn't matter how big the dream or how unrealistic it might sound to another. If you are determined, strategic, patient, and rewarded, you are already halfway there to accomplishing that goal. There's a saying, those who say it cannot be done shouldn't interrupt those who are doing it. So keep doing it. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next Tuesday.